sa till om att jag vill bjuda vinnarna till residenset för ett lunch eller middag.
Det hade varit jättetrevligt. Toppen. Thank you all. It's great to be here with you. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here in South Africa, visiting the Empire Partner Foundation on behalf of the Hack for Earth Foundation. And just to see so many hackers in real life. It's been so many years since we did this. Back the latest physical hackathon that we organized was back in 2019. So to see all of you gathered here today is just amazing. So back in 2019, we did Hack for Sweden in Stockholm, and we were like 500 hackers and in Stockholm, Sweden. But this is just amazing. So just short about us and what we do. We are a non-profit organization working to find real solutions to the 17 United Nations global goals, the Sustainable Development Goals. So the story behind being here today is that we joined the Swedish tech delegation this spring, organized by Business Sweden and the Swedish Embassy. So when we were here meeting with all these interesting and really cool organizations and companies, we met with another organizations that were working for the same goal as us, creating real solutions to the SDGs, working with hackathons as a tool. I'm like, this is not, it's too good to be true. So that was the beginning of the collaboration with Empire Partner Foundation. And the step to organizing, co-hosting a hackathon with you at Empire Partner Foundation felt very easy and only natural. So that is great to be here and to see all of you. And just to talk about a little bit this healthcare hackathon that we are about to start. The health challenges, as you know, are really, really big around the world. And just for those of the hackers joining us here virtually today, we have hackers from 22 countries, from several continents joining us here today from the Hack for Earth community. We are so happy to have you, all of you joining to collaborate with you hackers here joining physically to find real solutions to the health issues that we see both here in South Africa, but in Africa as a continent and beyond in the world. So with that, I'm not going to talk for very long because I think we have some really interesting speakers here. I so look forward to seeing you work together, and I know the magic that can come out of hackathons. And I look forward to working together with Empire Partner Foundation to make your really innovative solutions come to life after this hackathon as well. So with that said, I look forward to working with you and helping you during these 2 days, and also to see what comes out of it. And we are, as you know, working also to organize a hackathon at the next COP27, the UN Climate Conference taking place in Egypt this fall. So hopefully I will see you there too. So great to see you, and I would think I will, who is the next speaker? Maybe I should introduce, or do you want to do that? I'll leave that to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and it's once again a pleasure to have you standing up here. You've flown all the way from overseas to come and join us here in South Africa. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Anne. Fantastic, fantastic. So today we are going to have a very special keynote speaker, and followed by that we're going to have the ambassadorial address, the Swedish ambassadorial address. So please help me in welcoming our keynote speaker for this hackathon. His name is Jacob Rosenholm, and he is the CEO of Thorndike and Hall, and he will just introduce himself, tell us a bit about himself, and Thorndike and Hall, and deliver his keynote speech. Welcome, Jacob.
Thank you. So, hello everyone, and first and foremost, thank you so much for this fantastic warm welcome that we received here in South Africa. It's been really great to come here. So shortly, I am, as previous speaker said, I'm the CEO of a medical company in Sweden, and I have a background in medicine, but for the last 8 years, me and my colleagues have been trying to build companies and startups focusing on clinical health and health assessments in Sweden and also abroad. So today I'm here as invited by Hack for Earth to be some sort of mentor. So I'm looking forward to that very, very much. But all right, keynote means it's short, so keep it short. So I think maybe there are 3 things we should remember today, okay? Well, number 1, the world, oh, thank you so much. Maybe, you hear me better? So the world is again facing war, raising food prices, economic insecurities, problems all around. It's actually so terrible right now, so we almost forget that we have just almost passed through a global pandemic that have changed the world forever, and has changed how we will live, how we will travel, and how we'll actually look at each other, and just distances between us has changed the last 2 years. So this is really a time to grab opportunities. So we have huge problems, and that is also an opportunity to really focus. We have, for this hackathon, the focus is health, and I'm glad to see that the first priority has is women health, and then health problems in rural areas and so on. And I think you should really grab the opportunity to go through the different problem statements and choose someone that you feel comfortable with and that you believe in yourself, that you really want to go into and face and help. So that's one thing. Number 2, you should grab the opportunity with your teams. So some of you here today will be mostly in physical teams, but hopefully you will have some input from all over the world as well, from people coming in remotely. And for those of you who are not joining us here today, you are really living the truth of the last 2 years. We have to be able to work at great distances online and still make it work, which is hard, as I think you all experience that. But the thing is with having problems and solving them is that it's one of the most fantastic opportunities to build trust and to meet new ideas, stand for your ideas, figure them out, bounce them back and forth. And building new relationships with other hackers is, I would say, probably one of the most important things you can do here. Starting from today, you will maybe know these people for many, many years to come and collaborate in new settings as well. So that is a great opportunity that I encourage you to grab, all right? And number 3, we have a great team of mentors from all over the world. A few of us are here today, and the rest are on the Discord app, so you can use that and reach out. So I encourage you, when you have settled down into a team and you have some ideas, please reach out to our mentors, and we will bounce ideas with you, and we will listen to what you have to say, and hopefully we can also help you a little bit as well. All right. So I think with that, once again, we're so thankful to be here and to see what you guys are going to do over the weekend. And I hope this is just the beginning of many, many years of collaborations and ideas that will spin off from this one. All right. And without further, please contact us if you have any questions. So, and without further ado, I think we should welcome the Swedish ambassador, Håkan Juholt.
Thank you. Thank you. So now it's time for the ambassador in the gray suit to give the long speech in the gray hair, celebrating 60 years next year. I must tell you that when I was invited to this, I had no idea what it was. I asked my staff, what are they doing? Hacking. Isn't that a problem? Is that some sort of crime? Is the police involved? Should I be worried? No, of course not. They convinced me very fast that we are actually attending a talk, a meeting together with the future. You are the future. And you are the proof of all the challenges that are ahead of us must be solved jointly, globally, over generations. They can never ever be resolved. We can never find the result of what's needed to be done in my capital, in Stockholm. And it will be hard for you to find it here too. We need to reach out to each other because there are so many urgent issues on our agenda that must be solved. And I represent a country far up in the north. Probably you hardly ever heard of it. It was one of the countries who most strongly supported the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa. Over more than 10 years, Sweden financed more than 50% of the budget for the liberation movement. That's a small country up in the north. Why would you do that? We did it because we were a rich country, but we could have used that money to use taxes or other things in our own country. No, we did it because we realized we need each other. We need each other. It's important for Sweden that South Africa can progress. And it's important for South Africa that Sweden is a convinced democratic country with innovative solutions for the future. We need each other. And I want you to know that for more than 10 years, my small country up in the north with less than 10 million people, now we are 10 million, not less any longer, we are 10 now, have been among the 3 most innovative countries in the world. That's amazing. I'm proud of that. It's not because of me, you realize that. My staff, 10 times per day, I have to call my colleagues at the embassy and say, help me with the computer, something is wrong. The printer doesn't work, the Wi-Fi is down. And they actually laughed when they said, when I told them I'm going here, and they say, you must warn them, because probably all the computers in this room will be shut down immediately when you enter the room, because there's some sort of electric negativism surrounding me. So it's not because of me that Sweden has been one of the most innovative countries in the world for more than 10 years. It's because of young Swedes as you, young South Africans, and all of you representing also other countries. I know that we are 22 countries attending today, representatives from 22 countries. Because our strategy has been to listen to the youth, identify their needs, but also provide them with tools to solve the problem. It's not up to my generation to do that. The responsibility for my generation is to give the tools. And then you will solve it. And then you will make the country and the world so much better. And that's the Swedish strategy. Listen to the youth, empower the youth, empower the women, and we were the first country in the world that established a feminist foreign policy. First country in the world, nowadays there are some more. 2014, we took the decision that we are a feminist country, the first feminist country in the world. And what that means, it's not just a slogan to win an election. It's not just a policy on a paper. It's the way that we organize society. Because we need to invest in everyone. And we need to make sure that training, education, and health is equally delivered to all citizens, not just old, grumpy men. Everyone shares the same equal rights. That's the basic foundation of the feminist foreign policy. And that's not because it's a good thing to do. It's absolutely necessary to create growth. It's absolutely necessary to create social development. It's absolutely necessary for us. Otherwise, we will never have a chance to continue to be a welfare state, among the most prominent welfare states in the world. But we can't do it by ourselves. We must do it jointly. We must listen and learn from each other. We must share experiences, and we must make sure that the younger generation is in the driving seat. Let me and the others follow you, listen to you, but you are the ones that must find the solutions. You are the future, and we are the happy passengers to look upon you because you are in the cockpit. So, said that, I also want to extend an invitation to the winning team, to my residents for a lunch or a dinner, whatever that suits you, so we can continue this discussion in Sweden, because legally the residence is Swedish territorium. So that might be your first journey to Sweden, and you are most welcome. But most of all, please enjoy this hackathon, find the best solutions, conquer the world. The world is there just waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me start with His Excellency, the Ambassador of Sweden, for your most encouraging words. I want to echo them because they couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, the youth are the future. In actual fact, what I think they will be doing today is to create that future with the solutions that they're going to bring.
Yes.
So I want to be their mentor and to guide the youngsters through the stages to ensure that the solutions that they're going to come up with today are one of the best solutions. It's not an easy thing to do, but I know that because they are young, they've got the energy, they've got the wit, and they've got the gift to come up with those solutions, they will definitely do a good thing. I cannot finish without thanking Carolina. Where are you? Yes. Carolina, there is also from Sweden. She's getting in the car. But thank you very much for taking the time to be with us here. I also want to thank our corporate guests who have woken up today on this Saturday morning. You know, we all know that Saturday for people who are in the corporate space, it's time for them to have more wings than they have during the course of the week. But thank you very much for taking your time to be with us and gracing our occasion. I know that there are people who are viewing on our virtual platforms and live streaming. I want to thank you too for taking the time to be with us. Enjoy what is happening. See me, see our guests, see the crowd, and all the 22 countries that are on live streaming. I hope you're going to enjoy the better part of the day. To the EPF staff, to Digital Resolve, and everybody who has made this morning a success, I want to thank you too. It is the beginning of a better future for all of us, and I think this is not just a small step for us. It's actually a giant thing for the EPF Foundation. And we thank you very much for helping us come to this point in our life. So with all those few words that I've said, I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. Those that I have forgotten, it's not because I had intended to do so. It is just that I think I remember those that I needed to remember. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy yourself. And to you, the hackers, create this future. Create this future. It's in your hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bula. That was fantastic. And I hope you all enjoyed the welcome ceremony. We've officially now come to the end of our welcome ceremony here at the Healthcare Hackathon. Just a few house rules for our physical participants. If you need the bathrooms, they're right behind me to my right. And there are some more down the hall on your left. And right now, we are going to, for those who haven't eaten breakfast, you can grab your breakfast. But we're going to start hacking now. We're going to start allocating your rooms, the boardrooms. You have boardrooms allocated for you guys, and some open spaces as well. So, good luck once again, and let's rock and roll!
Ja, självklart.